Right, the nine. I can't believe it's you. I was just asking around if anyone knew where I might find you. My master and I recently arrived here in Skyrim from Citadel. It's been a long journey, but he sent me to see if I could find you. I thought I'd check the tavern and inn here in Whiterun first, and then set out for the other towns tomorrow. But fortunately, the gods favour me today, as you seem to have found me instead. He's heard of your escape from that awful dragon attack and urgently needs to speak with you. I know nothing more than that. He's at the inn in Falkreath. Would you please meet him at your earliest convenience? He only wishes to talk to you. Here, he gave me this note to give you, and a small token of his appreciation. Now then, I bid you good day as I have another errand to run. No rest for the weary, as they say. Good day.
Bonjour, camarade. Vous cherchez des équipements de chasse? Demandez à Hulda qui tient la jument pavoisée. Remontez la route, c'est juste à côté du marché. Vous devriez aussi tenter votre chance à Fort Dragon. Il y a tellement d'activités ces temps-ci que le Jarl ou son chambellan pourraient bien avoir besoin d'aide. Oui, on me pose souvent cette question. C'est mon frère Anoriat et moi qui l'avons inventé un soir, après avoir consommé bien trop d'hydromel. Après cette beuverie, nous sommes allés chasser au clair de lune. Nous nous sommes séparés, et mon frère, tout à son ivresse, m'a pris pour un cerf. Il a tiré une flèche qui s'est plantée dans... bien, mon arrière-train. Après une aventure aussi mémorable, nous savions que nous tenions là un nom pour notre échoppe. Jetez un œil. C'était un plaisir de faire affaire avec vous.
Circulez. Partez, tout de suite. Vous êtes en train de perturber une opération Talmor officielle. À la prochaine fois.
Oui? Où souhaitez-vous aller? Montez et nous partirons.
Je sais, j'ai encore la tête dans les nuages.
Je peux pas attendre ici indéfiniment. Un tableau se rêve et entre dans un bout.
J'ai entendu parler de vous et de vos belles paroles.
Entrez. Dites-moi ce que vous voulez. Ou asseyez-vous près du feu et je vous enverrai quelqu'un.
Dragonborn.
I always heard the legends in my childhood, but we always thought they were fairy tales. But they're true. Oh, bless the divines, you came! Well met, and welcome. We have much to discuss. Will you tell me, what happened at Helgen? We'll start with after. Your past is none of my concern. That you survived, however, is. Did you see if anyone else made it out of there? Where are the families, the children? Then it's as I feared. My brother and his family are lost. Gods damn it all. I'd hoped for better news. Yes, I've heard the fort is full of them. But appearances can also be deceiving. If I'm right, these are no bandits at all. I have it on good authority there is a man known only as Val inside the keep. He's the leader of a small group of mercenaries, for lack of a better term. Their aim is to kill Thalmor wherever they're found. That they've come out of hiding is beyond mysterious. They're insurrectionists. A resistance movement, if you will. His name is Valerius Tiberius Artoria. We served for many years together in the Imperial Legion, as captains under Titus Mede II during the Great War. He was a good man in those days, an honorable man. Then the Aldmeri invaded, and murdered his wife, son, and daughter in cold blood. They marched them down the streets of the Imperial City and tortured them until they were dead, right in front of the Imperial Palace itself. They said, "Let it be known that any family members of Imperial officers found anywhere else in the province will receive a similar fate." There were many such atrocities committed by those wretched maggots within those walls, and even more unspeakable tragedies in the rest of Cyrodiil. We were under orders to flee the city for Skyrim when they invaded. We left our people, our families, defenseless. Most did not survive. The few that did make it out of there were scattered as refugees throughout the rest of the province. The plan was to regroup here in Skyrim, rest and resupply our forces, and return to the Imperial City to retake it. That took almost a year. Surely you know the history. If not, this book will help you understand a little of what we went through. I need you to go try and talk to Valerius. Reason with him. Tell him Marcus Janus requests a meeting with him. Tell him I'll come to the fort alone. Present company excluded, of course. Give this ring to him. It was his wife's wedding band. If any of his men try to accost you, show it to them and tell them it is a gesture of goodwill from me. They'll give you quarter if they know I sent you. Approach the guards and show them the ring. Tell them Marcus Janus sent you to see Valerius Tiberius Artoria on urgent business. Show them this note with my seal, but tell them it's for Valerius. His eyes only. Please, return to me as soon as you can. I'll prepare to leave and be ready to go when you return. Make haste, young one, and may fortune favor the foolish. Can I help you, friend?
Rebonjour. Je n'oublierai pas ce que vous avez fait pour moi.
Un dragon, hein.
D'après ce que j'ai entendu, Elsewhere n'a rien apporté. Je me souviens d'un voleur à la tire sur la route. Il y a des terrains fertiles. Ça a l'air. Allez, quelqu'un! Prends le large.
Mais faites quelque chose! Mais c'est bien le but du jeu, non?
Les habitants de bord de ciel méprisent les hommes. Dans mon enfance, je partais régulièrement de chasse à la courir sur les montagnes. Et aussi loyal que ça. La magie d'acier.
Stop right there. Don't even think about moving. You see my friends coming? They won't hesitate to kill you if you so much as breathe funny. Now, who are you? And what is the meaning of this intrusion? Quickly now, speak. Oh, funny guy, eh? How funny would it be if we got you like a hawker? Never heard of him? You are mistaken. There's nobody by that name here. Now, be on your way. We don't want to hurt you. Don't know him either. I'm beginning to run out of patience with you. Leave now. I don't know who you are, stranger, or what you want, but I advise you to choose your words very carefully from here on out. Let me see that. Did you say Marcus Janus? From the war, Marcus Janus. Why didn't you say so? Very well. I will take you inside. But all of us have our eyes on you. And if you try and start trouble, it will be the last trouble you ever start. Follow me.
Need something.
Balfring, what do you think you're doing? Who is this person, and why have you brought them here?
She has an urgent message for you from Marcus Janus. She was alone, and I thought you would want to talk to her.
What? Marcus Janus? Balfring, have you gone completely mad? That's impossible.
I thought the same thing, sir, but it's true. She showed me a letter to you with Marcus's seal. It's real, all right. And sir, somehow Marcus has found Sabrina's wedding ring and sent it to you.
Very well. We'll see about this. Balfring, you are dismissed. All of you may resume your patrols.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who you are or why you're here, so you'd better have some good answers to my questions. May I see that ring? You say you were sent by Marcus Janus? Where is he now? And do you know how he came into possession of this ring? Yes, I suppose that may have been possible, but this is all so overwhelming. Thank you. I love them very deeply. I nearly went mad after they were murdered by those Altmeri dogs. I wanted nothing but vengeance. Every day of my life is burned with nothing but the desire to make them pay for their murders. But enough of that. Let's see this letter you brought. Yes. Marcus Janus. It's certainly you, all right. But what do you want with me? Tell me, how has he found me here? Very clever, that one. Always was. Bandits. It's not far from the truth, though. Fitting ruse is that's about what we've become. Living our lives in the shadows, hiding and skulking about like some caged skeever looking for his next piece of cheese. Honor? Bah. Any honor I had died with the first Altmeri diplomat I assassinated. I'm not the same man he knew. But no doubt he's filled your head with tales of glory from the war. Stories of the Keepers of Hatu. Oh, I'm afraid that man no longer exists. This hatred, it's consumed me, taken my life. I suppose I would still be rotting down in that damn prison were it not for Marcus. Now I'm just rotting here instead. And rot is nonetheless still rot. The only difference, really, is where and how. Why would he want to help me? After he sees what I've become, he'll leave soon enough. But go tell him I'll meet with him regardless. At least then we can say our proper goodbyes to one another. Never got to do that before. Now, be gone. Please leave me in peace. My wife was always proud of who I was, but somehow I think she'd be...
Ça s'est passé si vite. À un moment, le dragon était là et l'instant d'après, il avait disparu. Tout était détruit. Non, j'avais trop peur pour regarder. Je ne sais pas ce que nous allons faire maintenant. Il ne nous reste rien. C'est trop gentil, merci. Prenez soin de vous et qu'il ne vous arrive rien. À l'aide, quelqu'un!
Vous avez gagné.
Normal.
La magie destructrice,
Les soldats sont partis à la nuit.
Vous n'êtes pas aussi stupide que vous en avez l'air.
Entrez, je viens de ranimer le feu. Asseyez-vous.
Oh, hello. Need something? Can I help you, friend? Excellent. Well done, my friend. I'm ready to go, but there's just one thing. I'm getting too old for fighting. Well, at least by myself, that is. I was hoping that it wouldn't be too much of a burden on you to escort me to the keep. There's another 250 gold in it for you, if you will. I'm right behind you, but don't go too fast. Unlike you young ones, I'm not cut out for this shite anymore. No time to chat.
Hein?
peux vous aider?
Oui?
Victoria, you old dog. Come here, my friend. Let us have a look at you.
Marcus, why have you come here?
Valerius, I'm sure this is quite a shock to you, terribly unexpected. I came here to check on my family, but it appears none of them survived. Then I realized you were here, so I decided it was in both our interests for two old friends to meet again. At last.
Ah, your brother, yes. Marcus, I'm very sorry. But whatever the circumstances, it does my eyes good to see you again after all these years.
Yes. Same here, old friend. Same here. So, the Keepers of Hatu in Skyrim. Who would have ever dreamed of such a time?
All right, Janice, what is it you really want? Don't forget, I know you, so out with it!
Yes, you do know me, old friend, better than most. Very well. I aim to rebuild this town and make her my home.
Rebuild? Janice, I have no intention of helping you or anyone else rebuild a town. I'm here on other business.
Yes, I know, Valerius, but if what I propose is true, perhaps we can be mutually beneficial to one another. All I'm asking is that you hear me out. After that, if we're not in agreement, we can part ways and you'll likely never see me again. But Valerius, there's plenty of time to get to all that later. Right now, let's just catch up on old times.
Well, you're in luck, Janice. Those bandits left some fresh wine downstairs, and I need a drink.
Yes, I could use a drink too, old friend. Let me say goodbye to my new friend, and I'll join you. I can't thank you enough for your help. As agreed, here is your compensation. I apologize for that. I certainly wasn't intentionally keeping anything from you. I just wanted to meet with Valerius before I brought it up. But yes, I want to make Helgen my home. But she certainly has seen better days, that's for sure. You know, I grew up just across the border in Cyrodiil. And Helgen was always a place my family visited when I was a boy. I have many fond memories of those days. And now, with my brother and his family gone, let's just say he'd be happy that I settled here. And from what I could tell as we came in, it'll be a lot of work cleaning everything up. But nothing impossible. Then we can take a look at what's left of these buildings and begin rebuilding from there. I'm sure there'll be plenty of work for you if you're interested. Why don't you take a day and think about it? That'll give Valerius and I some time to catch up and come up with a plan. Can you return to see us in a day or so? Thank you once again, friend. I'll see you then.
Now then, Marcus, let's go get that wine. You're in one piece, so I trust your trip went smoothly.
Yes. Fortunately, it was without
Vous auriez
incident.
dû me voir à l'apogée
Of
de ma
course, I
carrière
had
d'aventurière.
Patsy to protect me.
J'étais intrépide, et je prenais bien trop de risques. Mais c'est bien le but du jeu.
There's not a more loyal man in all of Tamriel. And I'm pleased the road was kind to you.
How long has it been now, Val? Nearly 20 years?
It's been too long, friend, too long. So, are you still running that trading outfit out of Coral?
No, not anymore. At least now, that is. Business was slow. Cyrodiil just can't get back on its feet, Valerius.
Yes, I've heard the same thing about Hammerfell. These truly are desperate times, my friend. Desperate times indeed.
Yes. But it will get better, Valerius, for both of us. Tamriel can't stay at war forever.
Marcus Janus, ever the eternal optimist. Gods, how I remember that used to get on my nerves.
Well, we surely wouldn't want that, would we? Now then, pass that wine and let's share a toast. Then we can get down to business.
Je partais régulièrement en expédition de chasse. Courir sur les falaises de Morrowind était mon sport préféré. province la plus dangereuse de Tamriel. Je n'ai rien vu. Je suis fière.
Say, friend.
Qui est là?
Oh, Cadine!
J'adore cet air froid. Je le trouve plaisant. C'est peut-être à cause de mon sang nordique, mais son souffle me vivifie.
Vous n'auriez jamais dû...
Longue vie à vous.
Je crois qu'on a un problème au sous-sol. Il en émane de drôles de bruit depuis quelque temps. voulez-vous? Il vous faut quelque chose? Certainement. Qu'aviez-vous en tête? Je m'en charge immédiatement. Très bien.
Nous sommes là pour vous donner une bonne leçon.
Qui n'en est jamais dû venir ici? Vermine!
Ici.
Can I help you, friend? Ah, yes, we've been waiting for you. Now that you're here, we have a matter of grave importance to discuss with you. So you really think this nonsensical plan of yours will work, Val?
On dit que Falion de Mental a étudié les vampires, les menteurs et autres morts.
Les gens disent que Ciel est la province la plus dangereuse de Tabrière. Et je suis fière de me sentir chez moi.
Reporting as ordered, sir.
Good. That armor looks good on you two.
Well, it itches, and it stinks.
It's had a dead man in it. What do you expect?
So, now that we're all here, Valerius, would you like to fill in our friend on your plan?
Did you ever stop to wonder how my men and I came to this place? Well, yes, but that's not all of it. Up until a couple of weeks ago, we were still in Cyrodiil. And our sources began reporting on new Thalmor activity taking place south of here. Rumor was that they were turning an old fort into a prison for captured Talos worshippers. And I deemed the reports credible enough to investigate. I sent my best man, Korst, on the mission. He was ordered not to confront them, but to observe only. Unfortunately, he did not return, and I'm afraid something went very wrong. About 2 weeks. After 1 week went by, we'd started to fear the worst, so we mobilized and came here. Finding Korst is the main reason we're here. This fort gave us the perfect spot to rest, resupply, and prepare to find out what happened to him. So, we eliminated the bandits, took over the fort, tried to blend in and not draw attention to ourselves. Yes, fortunately, the Imperials left everything behind when they abandoned this place. It looks like Elenwen herself was here. I need you to pose as an Imperial officer with orders to transfer Korst back to Elenwen for interrogation. Legion prisoner transfer parties always travel in groups of 3, so Falco and Sienna will be going with you. As you can see, they're already in Imperial uniform, and you must do the same if this has any chance of working. We found some officer's armor that should fit you, and Alton put a little enchantment on it for you. It's only worn by high-ranking officers, so it should help you carry a bit more influence. If you have any other powers of persuasion, this would be the time to use them. Perhaps between the two, it will be enough for this to work. While searching the fort, we found a communique from her own hand, and were able to forge a transfer order to give to the men at the prison. If the Thalmor officers question you, remind them you're a special envoy from the embassy. They had best comply. Hopefully it'll be enough, but if not, you may have to resort to the old-fashioned way of negotiating. Yes, it certainly will be. And make no mistake, those Thalmor bastards are beyond brutal. And I've heard there's a particularly ruthless justiciar named Arundel who may be in charge there. If it's the Arundel I know, you can be certain he will kill you on sight, so you You must be
Les gens
careful.
disent que Bord-de-Ciel est la province la plus dangereuse de Tamriel.
Thank you,
C'est
friend.
n'importe quoi.
You know,
Je n'ai jamais
Marcus
rien
seems to be quite impressed with you.
Et je suis fière
Well,
de m'y sentir
if
chez
he trusts you, then I trust you. The prison is located south of here, on the road past Fort Newgrad, heading to the Cyrodiil border. Here, I'll mark it on your map. Here's your armor. Don't forget to put it on. Please return as soon as you can, and good luck. Something else I can do for you?
à cause de mon sang nordique, mais son souffle